for sure. So if you're not able to catch the deck you wanted to see, make sure to check the VODs or the YouTube to catch it in action. Won the die roll. So this Jeskai deck is definitely a controlling style deck. I'll quickly update the stream decker. And there we go. This is definitely a mulligan though, especially on the play. And this is a keep. So they're mentioning that they are for some underwhelming brew magic, and sadly we're playing kind of a fun policey style deck. Like Jeskai tends to beat up on decks that aren't of sound plan. Like it's really easy for Jeskai to just pick a deck apart just because it's so strong at what it does. But we'll see what happens. Tithe Foot plus fetch on the play, yeah, could be spicy. So normally if you're on the play, it's very difficult to get 2 lands off of Tithe. But if you have a fetch land, then you can fetch and hold priority and cast your Tithe once they play their second land. Hey, status. Awesome. If you want to battle, the first step is to shoot me a message and hop into the Canlander clan. But I have a queue going that I'll add you to. There are a few people in the queue in front of you. You are currently 5th, not counting the match I'm currently in. So a ways to go, but we'll get there this stream for sure. Will we get a humility planeswalker? I think humility is too strong an effect to put on a planeswalker personally, but just because the synergy is very, very great. You are not in the queue, Wilco. Did you want to be? Sorry, if you were, I must have missed it. Just gonna get a tundra and a farmland. This wooded foothills can go get steam vents. Now we're cooking. Maybe this farmland should have been a plateau, but we'll see. Awesome. Sorry, Wilco, if I missed you before, but you're in the queue now. Status, shoot me a message and then I'll give you an invite to the Canlander clan. My username on MTGO is the same here, JRH White. So if you open a chat window, you should be able to type in the recipient for the chat message. Just type in JRH White and say clan please, or I would like to join the clan, something along those lines. Oops, we require the red manas in order to cast this spell. The red manas. Disallows a nice one. I'm just gonna play out this farmland. Almost certainly should have been a plateau, but having more blue mana is never bad. Just adding someone else to the clan. If you type in please give me clan Papa Jarrett, you may be declined. Just a heads up. Probably not, but yeah, it's time to preordain. Negate and Searing Spear. I'm gonna bottom Searing Spear and top Negate. And then play this land and pass. I'm not entirely certain what's happening. I wasn't expecting a Reality Smasher out of the Academy Talisman of Dominance deck, but they did say it was a spicy brew, so Jace Bellerin. All this does is cycle. I can blow it out of the water with War Leader's Helix. So I think I'm fine with this, actually. I guess I might as well wait until their turn in case I want to use this negate. Voltaic Key. Alright. Is this like blue-white aggro vault? I'm so confused. Yeah, if you're ever wondering what deck we're on, I have it set up so you can type !deck, and that should bring up the deck we're playing. If it's not, that'll at least give me a heads up to change up the Stream Decker. Alright, so we're pretty well set up to cast this Inferno Titan once we find our second red source. However, early on we maybe made a mistake with Tithe and not getting our second red source, so we're unable as of yet to cast this Inferno Titan, but we're pretty well set up with counter spells to defend ourselves, so I think we're still in a pretty reasonable spot. Yeah, I think I heard the same thing, Spicy Napalm. I think there are going to be no double face cards in War of the Spark, is what I recall seeing. If you see me rubbing my shoulders a bit, I played a disc golf tournament yesterday where I played 2 rounds. I usually only play 1, so I'm a little sore, but I had lots of fun. Did much better than anticipated, so good news all around. Frost Titan. Unfortunate we have to pack this, but packed it we shall. I'm not in the business of getting Frost Titaned. Let's leave open Tundra in case we draw a white removal spell we want to use. Having 1 red mana open doesn't really do too much for us. I'm not very good either, Parent Undrox, but that was the first tournament I played in yesterday. That was my first ever tournament. Ooh, nice. Plateau. Just what we wanted. Now we have second red source and the ability to negate something our opponent tries to do. Or Spell Snare, but... Perfect negate target. I love it. Talisman. That's fine. Didn't really want to Spell Snare that anyways. Now we're on the old Titan plan. Should definitely leave open Spell Snare mana. Holy cow. 100 viewers. What a day. Thanks everyone for hanging out and spending your Sunday watching some powerful Canadian Highlander magic. Trinket Mage. At least that doesn't get Time Vault. As far as I'm aware. Last time I checked. Soul Ring. A strong one still, but I doubt mana was their constraint at this point in time. My bad, Shade of Hades. Monday morning, Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon. Whatever it may be. Yeah, Australians with their futurology. Yeah, I might have expected a top there as well, or something else. It leads me to believe that they didn't have something super exciting to go get anymore. My guess is they're a vault deck, and that they're looking to mostly get Voltaic Key, but actually they... Alright, these would have to be all their points. Their points would have to be Academy, Soul Ring, Time Vault. If they're a vault deck, so maybe they're not a vault deck. I don't know. This is Eldrazi Academy. That's what it looks like. But I don't entirely know what that means. What does it mean? Yeah, I'm gonna deal 2 to this and one here. I think we still have... No, we don't quite have lethal next turn, so maybe we should have flame slashed and then we could have had lethal next turn. That might have been a mistake on my part. Alright, now we have lethal next turn anyways. Means they must have... They either didn't count Inferno Titan damage, or they have something to deal with Inferno Titan, because that fetch land lost them a turn off the clock. Unless we were able to find an additional red mana, but... Ulamog would in fact be good here. They discarded a Thran Dynamo off the Thirst for Knowledge. Driven Inch Seek. Thanks for following the channel. Hey Jost. Thanks for tuning in. Memory jar. Okay. Are you cracking the jar? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. That's quite a bit of mana. But they could jar us into a counter spell here. We conveniently left up 2 mana, so Calney Gem. That's sneaky. They're going to return their Academy here, and they have not yet played a land, so they're able to recast their Academy. This is a sneaky Wheeler card, for sure. He was definitely the one who brought this into popularity. J Newman 233, thanks for following. Detention Sphere. Was not expecting that one. Not gonna lie. And Nils Rebby, another new follower. Yeah, gem adding colors is a big deal as well. I am not certain what our opponent's up to. This is not a card I expected to see. And they're untapping a Talisman for black mana? That's the only thing I can think of. Thought Knot's here. That's annoying. They probably have to take the Flame Slash, though. Wheeler certainly likes playing and replaying Academy. That is true. Oof. Just got to draw 2 cards with a Tezzeret. I think we're in trouble. We are in trouble for sure. Definitely pathing this immediately. Let's see what else they can do here. Yeah, it looks like they might just be a value Academy deck. I'm not certain what's happening. We're certainly getting crushed, but smokestack. What is going on here? Smokestack is a weird one. Days is just a bad one. I was mostly down with everything they were doing until they hit smokestacks. It doesn't look like they really have a lot of good ways to break the symmetry of smokestack, which is really what you want to do with these types of cards. Because they've seen a third of their deck, basically, and the only card that somewhat breaks the symmetry is Tezzeret. And that's only if you're used. Alright, so confirmed no time vault, just value key. Getting our Caracas. Maybe we're getting big Eldrazi now. This is true. It's still not anything. Still can't hold a candle to Spicy Napalm's Pia's Revolution Eggs deck. Time Spiral in this economy. Do I care about my lands? Kind of, because of Smokestack. Yeah, sure. We got some amount of blue cards at least. Not necessarily the blue cards we wanted, but yeah, that's what I was thinking, Paranundrox. Like, why wasteland? Why strip mine the Caracas there? But especially when I'm kind of short on red mana relative to other things. I think I'm gonna click them in response to this. No one ever expects the click in response. Of course, we redrew the days, but can't have it all. And they time spiraled with like 6 cards in hand, right? Oh, they're tinkering. That's sick. People haven't done that in a while. Well, can't really beat either of these cards, so let's put the Inkwell on the... I don't know why I did that, but now they can just tinker for it. Boy. Yeah, I think we've just lost, but we'll see. Our opponent seems to not want to actually end the game, so, you know, we've stolen games before. Oh, sick, Marty Punker. Yeah, tune into the JR stream. Definitely the thing to be watching right now. Yeah, we indeed could have rested the Cleek. That might have been good. That would have been a good line that I missed, but this is now the world in which we live. Maybe because I took the inkwell, yeah, they'll think that's what they need to get. And then I can rest. Oh, and they're just casting Blightsteel Colossus, eh? Well, I'm gonna clique ourselves to try to find a burn spell. We need 6 points of burn. Choose me. See ya, Days. Lighthouse, that's a redraw maybe. Got a Demir Signet. Because I missed the Lion Sassu. I should have done that, but I failed to see that as an option for myself. Sacrifice 1 permanent. Goodbye, Mountain. Spell Seeker. So that's 1 burn spell and not lethal off of Blightsteel. We could also get Recall and try to Mise into 2 burn spells, which might be the most winning line. But I actually think we can maybe win if we just get a single burn spell. Let's theoretically say we get Lightning Bolt, we make a token, we play a Baral, we block the Blightsteel such that it doesn't kill us. Inkwell certainly doesn't kill us. They're at 3, and we have 2 3-power flyers. They can only make 1 Thopter. The Colossus is very indestructible, so abrading it, it's not just indestructible, it's very indestructible. Abrading the Colossus isn't a very exciting line. We could also just get like a path for the Colossus and then attack, which is the same clock, but then if they make a Thopter, then we need to Mise a removal spell next turn. I think I'm just getting Bolt. I think we can win. Finished Canlander dual decks today. Gruul mid-ranging Rixus Delver. That's awesome, type 1. That should be a sweet matchup to have available to you. Upstairs. Are you prepared to receive my message, sir? Or madam? How do I feel about getting an ult? I don't... Oops, no. Attack. Attack them. I don't think getting an ult does anything. That brings them down to 4. Yeah, maybe getting an ult does. Was good. But then it's harder to block the Blightsteel if they have like a random removal spell. Then Blightsteel kills us if we get an ult there. Because we had 2 1 toughness things, so then we take 9 poison. But if they had 1 removal spell for one of our things, then we take 10 poison. Which is why I didn't go for the Gideon ult there. Awesome, best of luck with that, type 1. Thanks for the bits as well. Yeah, they'd be 2 toughness off Gideon ult, but this way we have 2 lethal flyers and we're able to block Blightsteel better. So oh yeah, Gideon ult 2 toughness things. That is a reasonable point. I didn't think of that. Valid for sure, but all right. So they're jarring an upkeep, force of will. Oh man, we shouldn't have got lightning bolt because they had jar in hand. We should have got like chain lightning. Because then if we drawn bolt here, that was another way for us to win. Tilt. I was hoping they didn't have something like that. So they get to Day of Judgment. It kills their Inkwell Leviathan, but it does not kill their Blightsteel Colossus. Man, that was a wacky game. At least now we have more of an idea of what's happening. Still not a great idea, mind you, but 2 RR Mirror Breaker. Sorry, 2 RRR Mirror Breaker. So Kiki Jiki the Mirror Breaker has followed. Thanks for following. I would like to play first. I would like to mulligan, I think. I think this hand's just too slow. It has a Force of Will and an Aven Mind Sensor, which could be good. So if we hit white land in either of our first 2 draws, it's what I'd consider a reasonable hand, but it's not even a great hand at that point because 2 of our strongest cards aren't castable. 3 of our strongest cards aren't castable, so I'm going to mulligan on the play, I think. I'm going to keep this one. It is risky, but I think it's better than most 5-card hands with a scry. Would like to pay 2. Let us ponder. I think I have to keep the land. Just deciding if I more want Direfleet, Daredevil, or Logic Knot, and I think the answer is Logic Knot. Flagstones, so that means they might have Armageddons in their deck. Definitely just gonna get the Pyromancer in play here and get pressure going. Coalition Relic, so they just decided to get their mana going with an Ancient Tomb. I'm not too worried about Ancient Tomb though. Almost happy to see it even. Definitely just leaving counters up here. Definitely want to get both of these taxing counters out of my hands as fast as possible. If the sensor can get cast, that's great, but I'm assuming this is already just getting cycled. Yeah, I think High Tide is harder to pilot than Lotus DT Storm as well, but they're different for sure. Yeah, Stream Decker wasn't designed for 100-card singleton. If you go to the panel below, though, you can click the link to the deck, and it's easier to get there. Man, Big White 2019 did just make the account to troll me. Does that mean I've made it, chat? When someone makes an account just to troll me, am I have I officially made it? I think Doomsday is different than Storm. All right, so we just can't counter this straight up, which is really too bad, but they are just sacrificing it, which is nice. And they're at 13. So, oh yeah. Oh, so much value. Get out of my hand, sensor. Whew. What a hot play. Does a big white list exist? Well, it existed. That's what I'll say to that. There was a time where it existed. It certainly does not exist anymore. In my honor, they clearly don't understand how that works, the Mana Leak. Wrath of God. That's not going to work out well for them. They have 1 mana available, right? I'm seeing that correctly. Miscalculation. So in this game, we were just Jeskai tempo. We were just like play Young Pyromancer and then counter all the relevant things you did for the rest of the game. Following in the Jeskai tempo theme, drew Mana Leak. Yeah, honor in quotes for sure. Yeah, it is sort of Xeroxy for sure, although we're not casting cantrips really, we cast 1 Ponder and now we're just counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. Yeah, we have Logic Knot for 4 available, Mana Leak, or Mana Leak, and a Daze. We can Mana Leak this, so we will. It's weird they're holding priority on all of their spells. Alright, we got that one. I'm gonna take a quick break and grab a sweater quickly. It is rather chilly. So I will be right back. And we're back. I don't always have to put up the be right back screen, but I just love the way it looks, so I sometimes just need an excuse to show it off, you know. This hand is not amazing, but we're gonna keep. This is a matchup that's slow enough that visions should still matter by the time it's resolving, and Ponder can hopefully find us some early things. Definitely just suspending visions here. My friend Adam designed the screen. They did all the artwork for my stream, and they're I'm in talks with them to do up some emotes for me quite soon. Yeah, Hal, you're in the queue. It's pretty long at this point, but I'm gonna be streaming for a while, so hopefully we'll get through most of it. I'm definitely more scared of Ancient Tomb this game than last game. We have a distinct lack of pressure. Ooh. Ooh. I like these cards. Let's draw this one last, this one second, this one first. No. Let's play a fetch land. That wasn't smart. Should have not played a fetch land. Alright, we might not be drawing this Mystic Confluence, which might be fine, but I don't need to fetch this now. But yeah, I should have just played the Clifftop Retreat tap there. We have access to 6 mana. Colors shouldn't really be an issue. Or colorless also won't be an issue for them. Caracas, you have one friend playing Canlander. Their deck is Red Green Hoof. What do you think would give us the most interesting 50-50 games? I've found that mid-range decks often have pretty interesting games against Hoof. Alright, so now we do want to fetch. Click doesn't save us versus the old turn 3 Blightsteel. Come on, exile removal. 0 for 1. Yeah, I think mid-range decks in general would give you the best games against Red Green Hoof Caracas. Yep. One Blighty Boy again. Huh. Nope. Alright, we died. Got tinkered.